Hey everyone, it's your old pal Uncle Ron, and today I'm going to be ranking the Friday the 13th films. Now, I'm sure you've seen this before, but have you seen it from a portly man-child? You probably have, yeah. So while we are waiting for everything to work out on the legal side and bring back the king of slashers, let's rank the 12 that we do have. Now, I'm going to keep this short, because if you're watching this, you've seen the movies. And Jason Goes to Hell just doesn't feel like a Friday the 13th film to me. It feels like a fan film where someone thought mixing Evil Dead and Friday the 13th was a good idea. That's why it makes it this spot on the list. This one suffers from the same issues as Jason Goes to Hell. It plays out more like a CW drama with a hockey mask killer. You know, Friday the 13th just had Supernatural. It's not horrible. It's just there. Taking Jason out of Crystal Lake never seems to work. It's like having Freddy hunting down babysitters on Halloween. I mean, other than that, the heart of Friday the 13th is here, just not the soul, and that's why it makes it to number 10 on our list. The highly anticipated showdown between the Springwood slasher and Mrs. Voorhees' baby boy was competent enough, but it made Jason out to be Freddy's lapdog more than a viable threat, but damn it, that bed kill wasn't fantastic. That's why it hits number 9. The first time they took Jason out of Crystal Lake was an unmitigated failure. When you have Manhattan in the title, you would think it would have more than one scene actually in Manhattan. Plus, you could tell that they were still reeling from the MPAA's bending over that the next film on this list got. This was supposed to be Freddy vs. Jason, but because of rights issues with Paramount and New Line, we got Jason vs. Wish version Carrie White. She was a serviceable foil for Jason, who was played for the first time by Kane Hodder. Why is it Kane Hodder was in the worst installments of the franchise, but might very well be the best Jason? The world may never know. One of the more high-concept films in the franchise. That's right, I said high concept. Part 5 showed that Jason can be a threat and a force, and not even be above ground. It also teased us with Tommy Jarvis taking over as the killer, which, like the end of Halloween 4, was completely abandoned. Sticks, snakes, and eyeballs. It was the 80s, and in 3D, every gimmick was thrown at the screen. This had some great kills, and was also the beginning of Jason's long-time run as a goalie in the NHL. It also picks up right after the end of Part 2. Welcome to Saturday, the 14th. The start of it all. With Tom Savini at the helm of the special effects, this installment has some amazing kills. And while it's a slow burn, it does set the tone for the 11 films to follow. This film got huge backlash from Siskel and Ebert. I'm sorry they did that to you, Betsy. Tom Savini comes back to kill his creation with some of the most inventive kills in the franchise, a fantastic performance by Ted White as Jason, and, well, Crispin Glover dancing. Go, George McFly, go! Arguably the fan favorite of the franchise, this marks the start of Frankenstein Jason. And I'm sure some of you in the comments are saying, wouldn't it be Frankenstein's monster, Jason? Well, he's back from the dead and super pissed, including one of the most brutal unseen kills in the franchise. The first time we see adult Jason, he's cleaning up loose ends and then going home to live on a diet of wildlife in his makeshift shack when a group of camp counselors in training show up at the lake to be killed. Amy Steele plays the heroine Ginny, who may be the greatest final girl since Laurie Strode, and perhaps even to today. Plus, it has my favorite kill of the entire franchise. So what did you think? Would you put things different? Leave your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Well, if that's the way you feel, forget it, Vic. Just forget it. But I think you're really out of line.